Well, anyway, as far as our weather goes, we have action. Out to the east, we just don't have any moisture here, so don't look for any storms in the metro, at least for today and into tomorrow, most likely. But then things will get more interesting statewide. But for now, the moisture sits east, and as you can see, so do the severe thunderstorm warnings across areas of Union County over into Colfax County and down into Curry County, where we also have at this point a flood warning and a flood advisory in Quay County. Across the northeast here, still a pretty strong cell here cruising across areas of Union County. It was in Colfax County, moving to the east at about 10 miles an hour. Meanwhile, down around east central sections, Tucumcari getting ready for a pretty good line of storms to come through. Logan going to most likely miss out as these storms slide to the south with those stronger storms, which are dumping heavy rains at this point around the Portales and especially Clovis areas. Clovis has had up to 60-mile-an-hour winds with a lot in the way of dumping rains out there. So these cells, because of their slow movement, are doing a number as far as filling up some of the roads with water, and some roads are reported to be up to bank full in some areas up around Clovis and areas like that around the Air Force Base as well. So as you can see down around the Sacramentos, we're seeing things start to die off a bit down there. 70s, 80s, and 90s across the north. Albuquerque still very warm right now. Next couple of days going to be warm here in the city, and then we'll start to increase the moisture and get a better chance of showers and knock down some of those temperatures. 80s and 90s across the southern part of the state here. Looking at satellite and radar, the moisture essentially bisects the state here. We have it across the southeastern half of the state. Meanwhile, Albuquerque and points off to the north and west are very dry. So essentially it is a state divided. Half the state gets the moisture. Northeast, southeast, and southwest have enough moisture in place that once you add the heat of the day, we're touching off some storms. Meanwhile, dry here in the metro and up to the northwest. With high pressure moving overhead, we're going to kind of stay that way over the next few days. The areas you're seeing getting storms now will have the best chance through probably late Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday before statewide we start to see more moisture track in across New Mexico. So watch the east for that chance of afternoon storms to continue, and then we'll of course watch statewide here as the high pressure kind of moves around a little bit on us. It's going to form overhead once again for tomorrow and sort of lock in that moisture across the east and give us that chance of showers. And then what will happen is the high will actually shift back to our east once again. Low pressure will develop to the west and come down from the Pacific Northwest. That creates the monsoon flow Thursday through the weekend, so that should give us at least a better shot at picking up afternoon thunderstorms across the state here and even in western sections as well. So some good news on that front. Probably a more active weather week ahead for us than what we had last week, which is exactly what we need. 82 Chama, 94 Farmington tomorrow, 90 in Durango. Good chance of at least a few storms across the northeast. Temperatures in the 70s, 80s, and some 90s. Back toward the south and west. 80s and 90s as well, and over to the southeast, temperatures for the most part in the high 90s around Roswell and Artesia with scattered storms, a possibility into Tuesday and Wednesday. 80 Cedar Crest, Sandia Park. Spot storms possible here in central sections, but the better chance here starts Wednesday and really picks up on Thursday. So tomorrow largely dry, 94 downtown. Santa Fe 7-day outlook you can see starting on Thursday. We start to get a better chance of storms. In Albuquerque, what you'll notice is the chance of storms sort of coincides with the lower temperatures as well. So we peak out tomorrow once again at 94, and then by, say, Thursday, Friday, we're back into the 80s, even mid-80s by Friday with an increasing chance of showers.
State divided. Is this like a weather civil war?
It really is at this point. And right now, here in central sections, we are losing. Hopefully by Thursday, we'll get some moisture.
Thank you, Mark.